Hey, Darvin, congratulations. Bill Oram with the Athletic. Specifically on Russ, a lot has been made about his fit with LeBron, and we didn't see it a ton last year with injuries, but how do you see those three working together? How do you see Russ fitting? And I guess more, you do see him here, I guess, based on the way you're talking.
Absolutely. I mean, just our running habits. And Russell, don't get it messed up. Russ is one of the best players our league has ever seen. And there's still a ton left in that tank. I don't know why people tend to try to write him off. I'm going to approach him like I do every player I've ever encountered. We're going to talk about our running habits with the ball, without the ball. And again, the team, the rhythm of the team, and trying to establish a rhythm with LeBron, Russ, AD, and again, share the load defensively and offensively. Defensively is where you're going to see us make our biggest leaps and bounds.
What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to bballunlocked and another episode of Hoop Talks. If you guys haven't already, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and like the video. I would really appreciate the support. So Darvin Ham was introduced as the Los Angeles Lakers' new coach officially on Monday. And point guard Russell Westbrook was in attendance to show public support of the hiring. And Darvin Ham had a lot of praise for Russell Westbrook, saying that he is one of the best players the league has ever seen. And that he believes that there's still a lot left in his tank. He also shared that him and Russ had some great one-on-one conversations. And the biggest word that came out of those discussions was sacrifice. He expects Russ to be the same tenacious and high-energy player that he's been his whole career, while also focusing on scenarios offensively on the ball and off the ball. But his biggest thing was to have an identity on the defensive end, and it all begins with everyone willing to sacrifice and sharing the load. So Lakers Vice President of Basketball Operations and General Manager Rob Pelinka joined Ham in the presser and expressed optimism in Darvin Ham becoming the 28th coach in the team's existence. This is an incredibly bright and promising day in Laker history, Pelinka said. I'm just incredibly proud to be able to sit next to him for what he stands for as a man, as a coach, as a dad, and a husband, Pelinka said, and to arm together to lead this franchise to the next chapter. Now, after an 8-year NBA playing career and stint coaching and working in the front office in the NBA's developmental league, Darvin got his NBA coaching start with the Lakers as an assistant on Mike Brown's staff in 2012. Now, Darvin Ham, who had interviewed for a handful of coaching vacancies in the past several years, including with the Charlotte Hornets this offseason, said things simply lined up for him in Los Angeles. Timing. Timing is everything, Darvin said, before taking a playful jab at the other front offices with which he interviewed. I just want to take all this time to thank all those teams that passed on me so I could get back with Rob and the Buss family. Now, earlier in his career after his time with the Lakers with Mike Brown, Darvin spent nearly a decade on Mike Budenholzer's staff with the Atlanta Hawks and the Bucks, winning an NBA championship in 2021. As sad as it is for me to be leaving Coach Bud, sometimes you gotta walk that walk on your own, Darvin said, getting choked up as he spoke about his former boss. We went from colleagues to friends to brothers, all the while making history. Now, as it pertains to the Lakers situation, Darvin said providing consistent coaching to the Lakers' emerging talent and big three alike in Westbrook, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis will be the key to taking the command of the locker room. His goal is to continue the development of younger players and make them feel comfortable. And obviously, if there's mistakes made, he will coach the big three like the rest of the roster and keep things equal all across the board. He calls it facts over feelings. In other words, if the team is watching film and you missed your assignment, then it has to be pointed out, because if it can't be pointed out to one of the big three, who's the main core, then the last man or someone in the rotation will not take things seriously. Now, Darvin has yet to fill out the rest of his coaching staff, but it's been reported recently that Phil Handy will be coming on as an assistant coach, as well as his former teammate from the Pistons, Rasheed Wallace. Now, the Lakers, coming off a season in which they finished 22nd in offensive efficiency and 21st in defensive efficiency, Coach Darvin said he will be starting the team's turnaround by prioritizing defensive stops. Now, while returning the Lakers to a championship form might seem like a very daunting task, Darvin offered a lifetime's worth of perspective that pretty much shatters the pressure that the job provides. I grew up in Michigan, Darvin said. I was shot in the face by accident on April 5th in 1988. When you go through something like that, it's going to be one of two things. It's going to make you fearful or fearless. It made me fearless. I don't feel no pressure. It's basketball. This here is a challenge. I've seen real pressure in my life, so to me this is fun. This is something that's going to be joyful, something that we're going to look back on and remember these days when we're popping bottles of champagne somewhere, celebrating together over another banner going up. Now, those are some very strong words from Coach Darvin, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do like the confidence. So we're gonna see how this Lakers squad is next season. But let me know what you guys think. Give me your thoughts in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.